Hi, y'all. Thanks for joining me. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Alexa Minton. We're giving Jim Caldwell the Friday off, as it's well deserved. But I'm excited to be here with you all. I've been with you all morning long. We've been tracking a really interesting weather day ahead, and we've had interesting temperature conditions, interesting moisture conditions. It's all going to kind of culminate in a lot of activity tomorrow. So we have a First Alert weather day in effect. Let's go ahead and talk about it once we look at our current temperatures map. Right now, one thing we're focused on is this gradient we have. You know, it sets up a nice, pretty color scheme across our map. But you can see there's the 46 in Covington, get the 49 in Frankfort, stretching down. It's a little bit of a contrast to the 59 in Williamsburg, the 58 in Pikeville. A little bit of a different setup. That's because we're really tracking a lot of different type of activity. It's going to end up culminating, like I said, in some strong showers throughout parts of our weekend. It's all part of this big system. We just watched a bunch of low pressure move through and give us dumpings of rainfall over the past day. That other low pressure system, you see it, it's already starting to bring some rainfall into parts of Texas and Oklahoma. It's going to slowly make its way up towards our region, giving us some heavy rainfall. So you might see glimpses of sunshine throughout parts of your day, but mainly overcast skies, kind of a little bit of a gloomy vibe. We still are really saturated in our atmosphere. That's going to stick with us for most of the day today. So the things we want to talk about, First Alert weather day, folks. It's not about today that we have the First Alert weather day. It's because we're prepping for tomorrow. We're going to have rounds of really heavy rainfall. It's going to make a comeback as those clouds thicken in the overnight tonight, giving us maybe another 1 to 2 inches of rain, causing localized flash flooding issues. Let's walk through it together as we track it on our hour-by-hour forecast. Now, I pulled up the NAM for this forecast. Basically, by 1:30 today, we're going to see a nice, still that temperature gradient. 46 in Covington, 49 in Lexington, 56 on the other hand in Hazard. A difference by 10 degrees between Covington and Hazard. That cloud cover looks like it's going to taper off in parts of eastern Kentucky as we approach those dinner time hours, but then all of a sudden, in parts of the overnight, it thickens, it gets stronger, it gets widespread, and then especially as we look towards our Saturday, we start to see some heavy rainfall pushing in from the southwest. It's going to turn more widespread and have some localized heavy areas stretching down from Danville, Campbellsville, Somerset, Russell Springs. Honestly, anywhere south of I-64, be ready for a heavy rainfall day tomorrow. This is your midday hours, 12 o'clock on your Saturday. Turns around and hits parts of eastern Kentucky as we go throughout parts of the afternoon. And if you thought you were going to get a break in central Kentucky, there's tiny isolated heavy showers by the time we head towards the evening. So lots of activity is going to be loaded into our Saturday as we look ahead. Now, I want to talk about the past 48 hours because it's going to show us why we're so concerned about all this rainfall coming. We've gotten a little over an inch in Lexington, just around or a little over an inch and a half in Lexington. We've gotten just around an inch and a half in Frankfort, close to an inch in Jackson. This is what we've accumulated in the past 48 hours according to the Kentucky Mesonet. Now, once we look at the next 48 hours, we have the potential of adding, like I said, 1 to 3 inches across the board. It could be locally higher, especially in parts of eastern Kentucky. Now, central Kentucky expected to add on maybe an inch, 2 inches, but when we have our ground already saturated like we do, and then we're also going to be seeing, ground's already saturated, we have our atmosphere really saturated, we're adding in all this rainfall, you could get that pooling of water on roadways. Only takes 1/10 of an inch of water for you to start to hydroplane, so it's going to be important that you're maintaining your weather awareness as you go about the next couple days. Now, this rain is going to persist into parts of your Sunday, but if you look at what's going to happen later on our Sunday, rushing in is cold air. You see that those pinks and those blues and those whites, that's your snowfall potential. Could turn into a little bit of a wintry mix at the end of our Sunday into parts of early Monday. There is a flake chance for our friends in eastern Kentucky. You know, the potential of seeing a few snowflakes flying in case you missed it from the past week. So forecast breakdown. We've got these scattered showers today, but there'll still be lots of dry time in between. Tomorrow, what we're focused on is that heavy rainfall. It's going to start off in the morning, stick with you throughout your day, even into parts of the evening and the afternoon hours. Then Sunday, we have the comeback of maybe a few snowflakes. So hopefully that helped you all plan out your weekend ahead. Thanks for joining me today here on our quick weather update. You can also catch me again at WKYT News at noon. I'll give you a little bit more of an in-depth explanation there. But for now, have a great weekend, guys.